Second caution flag of the day, our top 10. Charlie Glotzback, the leader. Van Hess in second spot. Jeff Purvis third. Bobby Boucher and T.W. Taylor fourth and fifth. 6 through 10, Andy Hillenberg, Bill Venturini, Loy Allen Jr., Kim Campbell, and Red Farmer. You may be asking, where is the car number 32 of Jimmy Horton? Well, let's show you what happened to Horton just moments ago. He's the yellow car in the middle of your screen.
And all of a sudden, Jerry, the back end just breaks loose as he goes into turn 3 and backs into the wall hard. The others are able to get by down on the inside, so no other car involved.
Now from the in-car camera, the Poulan Pro in-car camera, watch him. He looks to be running just fine, and suddenly the car begins to slip.
Yeah, it just goes in there behind Ben Hess, and all of a sudden the back end just goes around.
Oncoming traffic, that's got to be a little scary. Now listen to what he was hearing in the car as we go back to the in-car camera real time. And Charlie Glotzback has led 18 of the 59 laps. There have been 2 cautions for 9 laps. 3 different leaders, 4 lead changes, and the average speed dropping down to 160.46 miles per hour. Lap leaders have been Jeff Purvis, Charlie Glotzback, and Ben Hess. Those 3 drivers having...
And Jerry, we have a caution right now. There's a crash over in turn... Well, let's see. Is that turn 3? Maybe it's turn 4 as you come off the turn. You can't see the car behind the bank there, but the caution is on the speedway.
Let's take a look, see if we can see. There is the caution flag from one of the officials being waved as the cars come by. Under caution. Look once again. This is Bob Brevac, the car number 34, and he comes into contact with one car which loops around. The car number 88 spinning around.
That is David Elliott from Woodstock, Georgia.
David takes a pretty good shot in the wall, brings the car back to rest. 35-year-old David Elliott, Winston Cup race car. In fact, I was told by some of the people in the shop there that built that car number 28, they built that car from pictures, not from even having a prototype to look at.
Here's Jeff Purvis now trying to make a move up on the outside, trying to move around the Loy Allen car, number 2. Purvis just hopes that Keselowski will move up there behind him. That's Keselowski in the black car with the gold numerals. Ooh, the car number 2 of Allen almost got into the side of Jeff Purvis, but they didn't make contact. Now Allen decides it's time to get it behind him and let him go ahead and have that position for the time being.
Maybe take advantage a little bit of Jeff Purvis' experience on this racetrack. Purvis has had 2 pretty good finishes here last year. In fact, 2 years ago, he finished 2nd and 5th in both the Talladega Arca events, 1990.
Jerry, it's time that the jockeying starts. We got about, 6 laps to go when we come back to the start-finish line. So everybody's going to start jockeying for that position. They know they need to be up there in the top 3 if they're going to have any chance at winning this race.
Charlie Glotzback, a lot of experience up there, realizing he's got a lesser experienced driver behind him in Jeff McClure. Bobby Boucher, who's run pretty well on the speedways. And here's Bob Keselowski, the current point leader. He is off the pace, and his car is slowing now in the banking of turn 2. That's the Chrysler LeBaron, current ARCA Series point leader, Bob Keselowski, and that will cost him a chance at victory. Also cost him possibly the point lead.
Yeah, and see the smoke coming from it, Jerry. Apparently something wrong with the engine. That's too bad. Let's go to the pits and John Kerner.
Well, then what we're hearing down here is his motor may have blown. The oil pressure gauge just went haywire. Keselowski just radioed in. He's going to coast around back into the pits. But the indication we are is the motor has blown.
Yeah, that's what it appears like. Even though he seems to have a little bit of power. He might try to ride around out there. No, he's going to come on into the pits. I thought he might stay out there. No, he is going to stay out there and try to get as many laps as he can and try to keep that point lead.
Jeff Purvis down, beginning to move. Oh, Allen loses control and tags the wall. Coming off of turn 2, you see him trying to avoid maybe getting back in a draft. He has tagged the wall and hit it a ton as the car loops, continues to spin down that 4,000-foot backstretch. Heavy damage on the front of that Ford Thunderbird. And Loy Allen Jr., the 26-year-old driver from Raleigh, North Carolina, will bring out caution number 6 with less than 5 laps to go. And here's the battle back to the caution flag. Charlie Glotzback lead them by as they come out. Here's Purvis.
Real battle for third, and Purvis got it.
That was Purvis, Jeff McClure, and Bill Venturini. And there is the reason for the caution. What's left of the front end. the front hood. Let's take a look again coming off turn 2 so you can see what happened on the right side of your picture.
Okay, he got just a little high there. He was in the draft with Purvis, came down almost. He might have tagged Red Farmer just a little bit, but it shot the front end back around and straight into the wall. And the pieces fly, and the car keeps spinning round and around.
One lap. It's a one-lap sprint with 9 cars in the lead lap, and Charlie Glotzback is going to try to hold them off.
Yeah, he'll try his best to hold them off. He's off to a good start, Jerry. He got at least a car length or so on Bobby Bowser. Bowser hanging in there. Here's Jeff Purvis, who picked up 3 positions as he came back to the flag, as they raced back to the flag. Here's Bowser, though, moving up close to Glotzback.
Chevrolet, Ford, and Oldsmobile. First, second, and third. Glotzback, Bowser, and Purvis. 4,000 foot back straightaway. They are a mile from, a little over a mile and a half from the checkered flag.
Purvis going very high. You say a prayer here. That's about all you can do.
Bobby Bowser trying to pick up his first ever Super Speedway win. Glotzback pulls to the inside, trying to block the line from Bowser. They come through the triangle.
And there's a crash behind them, but as they come to the start-finish line, Glotzback's going to win it.
Charlie Glotzback takes the victory. You see some of the crew in these cars now collecting each other, beating and banging at least 4, maybe 5 cars, 6 cars
involved. There's the 04 car.
Bobby Woods out of Pahrump, Nevada. He was one of the cars involved. Guys was the car number 91 of Keith Newbert from Lawrenceville, Georgia.
And I believe Andy Hillenberg was up there. I saw a white car up there early in the crash, and I believe he was one of those that was up there as well. He's coming to the start-finish line now. Indeed, it was Andy Hillenberg. He will finish in the lead lap. There were 9 cars on the lead lap at the end.
So that wild scramble for 1 lap going back to green flag racing. And Charlie Glotzback, 53 years of age, from Sellersburg, Indiana, takes the Poulan Pro-sponsored Chevrolet Lumina to victory lane. We'll be back to talk with Charlie Glotzback and all the crew at victory lane after this.